Hey guys, Pinchy08 here, and check out what I received in the mail yesterday. The 2016 new look on Gravedigger and Max D. Although I really can't tell if I should call them new looks or new tools, because if you're able to see very, very closely, Gravedigger and Max D here look totally different than how they used to be made a long, long time ago. I'll totally show you the difference one truck at a time. We're going to start with Max D. So here's our short evolution of Max D show. So as you can see with the new 2016 trucks, as you can see here, rather than coming with a battle slammer, as you can see, there's our new accessory that comes with every truck this year, a stunt ramp. Wish I could try to balance Max D on this stunt ramp to make it look cooler, but it just wouldn't stay. So anyway, I'm about to now show you the difference here between the new and old tool Max D. So here's the old tool Max D. If you're able to look, ever since the spiked Max D came out in Hot Wheels and Monster Jam, if you're able to look, for a long time, all the spikes and everything have always been printed on the truck rather than sticking out. I mean, it has been said that many other Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks have had a few little spikes sticking out, but ever since Max D started going into being spiked by then, ever since 2013 by then, ever since he went to spikes by then, the spikes have always sticked out on the real truck, but on the Hot Wheels version of it, as you can see, the spikes were always printed on the trucks. But not this year, though. This year, after a very, very long time, the spikes are officially sticking out. Another quick difference, if you're able to take a closer look here. If you're able to look very, very closely while this camera focuses, which I think I can still see, the Monster Jam symbol, as you can see, is painted on the side of the truck. While if you're able to look, the Monster Jam symbol is actually on the back of that truck on top. And also, if you're able to look closely, you'll notice that on this new spiked Max D, that there are a few fins sticking out on the front and the back of the truck. And yeah, this is definitely what the real Max D would look like. Everything is completely 3D. All the spikes, which are kind of bumpy rather than spiky. And this little guy on the side over here, it's all 3D and everything. Everything on this Max D is completely 3D. And if you're able to look on this side of the truck, you can see that Max D stands for Maximum Destruction. And a very good focus reveals that you can see Tom Mentz's name on the side of the truck. I think Tom Mentz's name is written on the side of every truck because everyone knows Tom is really the primary driver of Max D. Okay, let's move to the next truck that has the new tool, which in that case would be Gravedigger. Okay, so here we are looking at the two Gravediggers. You can see on this old tool Gravedigger, they did everything they could to make the truck look very realistic by adding a little bit less flaming and all. And yeah, this is exactly what the real Gravedigger would have kind of looked like. But you can see everything is a little bit more straight on this one, while on this side, everything is a little bit more wider, and the front is a little bit more triangular. Excuse me. While that one's a little bit more squared off and everything. So yeah, major difference. You can see this Gravedigger is able to stand evenly on all four wheels, while if you look closely at this one, if I move it a few inches away from the stunt ramp, you can see how the nose is kind of pointing down a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly what the real Gravedigger would have. So you can see the front is a little bit more wider, and yeah, you can see that the headlights are a little bit more rounded and everything, and I gotta say, that is really cool. So yeah, closer comparison to the front of these two trucks, you can see everything over here is rounded and squared off, while everything up front is a little bit more triangular. And a closer look on the back over here, this part over here is a little bit more longer. Everything over here is a little bit more longer, and everything on this over here is a little bit more shorter. And also these stilts that you can see holding up the truck, well, these are clearly visible, while on the new tool design, well, it's actually a little bit more clearer. And a closer look in the sunlight reveals, if you're able to look very closely, you can actually see where the door is that goes in and out. I think the door details are printed on both sides of the truck, I believe. Yeah, because I can really feel it. Right over here, there's a door design, which you can mostly see clearly if I hold it in the sunlight. So yeah, that is really cool. So you can see everything on this one is a little bit more longer, and everything on this one is a little bit more shorter. So that's how you can tell the difference between Gravedigger, old and new. And that's how we see we got this year a new tool Gravedigger and a new tool Max D. Now we've got a thing that's going to put them to an ultimate test. And so here I have them lined up on the sign-up series ramp, the old and new tool Gravedigger, which in this case the old tool Gravedigger is over here and the new one's over here. I've had Gravedigger race down this side a bunch of times because it's a little bit more smoother, while this one's a little bit more rougher with all these cars and everything. And I think that's exactly what's slowing a lot of trucks down. But anyway, we're going to see which one's fastest. So we're going to start here with new tool Gravedigger on this side and other tool Gravedigger on this side. Here we go. Looks like old tool Gravedigger was able to take it on this side. But let's see what happens when I do it on when I switch lanes. Okay, so here's a new tool Gravedigger on this side and the other tool Gravedigger on this side. Let's see what happens. Looks like the new tool Gravedigger definitely takes the win, but let's see what happens one more time when we have him on the other side where we started. I think the old tool Gravedigger took a little bit of a lead advantage, but this won't really count because this is not a sign-up series. I was just testing them out. Okay, now we're going to test out the Max Ds. Okay, so here's our new tool Max D on this side and our old tool Max D on this side. Let's see which one goes the furthest. Wow, the new tool Max D took it pretty well, but let's see how he does on the other side. Okay, closer look over here reveals that it is now that we have now switched lanes, so let's see which one goes the furthest. And it looks like the other tool, Max D, really took that win very, very well. But let's switch lanes one more time and see which one wins. Looks like that other old tool Max D has been taking it very, very well. But this is definitely not a sign-up series. But I just want to test them out. Not sure which one will be the winner or not, but that'll be determined on this Saturday sign-up series when we do the Santa Clara, California show. But I think we're going to wrap it up with one thing in mind I have. And here it is that we got both the new tool Gravedigger and Max D going right at it. Let's see which one takes the win. And it looks a lot like Max D takes that win, but let's see if Gravedigger can take the win on the other side. Wow, Gravedigger really spun around backwards and everything. Don't mind that sound, that's my dog. Okay, and well, looks like Max D took that win once more. Not sure which one's gonna win, but there you have it. My new tool Gravedigger and Max D, where you're able to easily tell the difference right here. So that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed seeing these new tool trucks, and I'll see you at sign-up series very soon. Thank you for watching.